started. And off we go from Tampa. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air, 32 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, that's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Conklin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 74 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They go play action. Cousins. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Cousins on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, Cousins. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Conklin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
What a play.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady eluding the pressure right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Play action. Now it's Brady. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Brady to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 40, he's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, 95 yards. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line.
Bring it!
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence and it all...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. After the penalty, they only needed a yard. They thought they could get it across. They could not.
The right play, the right call, even though it was unsuccessful. When you have 1 yard to get, how many times...
Count on your offense.
Exactly. How many times have we heard a team say that? If you can't get 1 yard in this situation, well, they tried it, didn't get it, but I still think it was the right play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
42, Buccaneers 6. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. Completion left side to Miller. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Wait 20. Go Bandit. Watch the pass.
A final shot before break. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports from the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 41 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
Everyone felt like this game was over, but to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown, that's got to be a positive for them.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, Parker?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.